This issue of What's New begins with a double. We've got a new rifle and a new accessory bolted to it. The rifle doesn't look all that new because it's the RWS Diana Air King we featured before. But what they've done is they've cut off 3 inches or so from the barrel. This is the Air King carbine. It's a handy little tool, although it doesn't look little. It handles a lot sweeter than it looks, to be honest. It's got FAC potential if you have the necessary certificate, and it's also got a lot of accuracy potential because the recoil arrestor system here keeps it static and lets the pellets fly without any disturbance from recoil. Now, fitted to it is the real new thing. This is an airgun bipod, basically a 2-legged rifle support. Now this one is dedicated to the 52 range, although with a little bit of jiggery pokery you can fit this to virtually anything. And the reason people are fitting bipods to air rifles these days is because they've overcome the very important point that you can't shoot a recoiling gun off a solid rest. Well, this one, as you can see, has springs built into it. So it has its own recoil absorption system. And you'll be seeing me use a bipod to pretty good effect in an article later on in this video. This one's adjustable. You just twist the leg, get it to whatever length you want it, and lock it up. It really does work, and for prone shooting or bench shooting or just fun shooting, it's a really good accessory. It's not cheap at 50 quid, but it's very well made. Folds away under the barrel there, and it's pretty handy. It's also pretty handy when you're in a studio and you need to put a rifle down, which I will. Right, have yourself a look at this thing. This is the latest gun case from Gun Gear. Now this one has a removable pod on the side, which is for Theoban Rapid 7 bottles originally, but these pockets here could hold anything from a thermos to batteries to a torch to anything. The whole thing comes apart. It's got pockets everywhere. There's not much you can't keep inside here. It's got sort of double pockets on it, and they're all waterproof. This one's in camo. There are a variety of finishes for it. Inside the case you've got padding and extreme protection for your gun. This padding's all sewn in, it doesn't come out. There's no large backing piece like there is with the softbox, but I can't really see anything getting through this. In fact, an older version of this can be used unzipped, and you can even use it to lie on. You could sponge it down, get the mud off, whatever, and away you go. Quality stuff at about 48 quid. Phone Gun Gear, they'll give you all the details. Great carrying strap as well. Putting that aside, we have our final feature. Now this is where field target meets sporting shooting. This is the Simmons 6-18 AO rangefinder. Now rangefinder is part of a system called Perfect Aperture Optics, and that means that Simmons have rejigged the front lens assembly here and the aperture so that when you look at your target and focus on it, if it says 30 yards on there, all you have to do is set it for 30 yards on your turret and aim bang on. You'll do well with it because the system really works. They've put a lot of effort into reorganising this focal mechanism here. There's more to it than that though. It's a zoom scope, and if you want to use it as an ordinary scope, you just wind it down a little bit, 6, 7, 8 mag, whatever. Set the parallax for about 35 yards, and you can use it from 5 yards to infinity, and you don't touch anything. It's got a rubber eye protector there, it's got fully coated optics, and knowing Simmons, although they've yet to confirm the price, that price will be very competitive. This scope, and plenty like it, are covered by what is sometimes called a limited lifetime warranty. All that means is that it's limited to the lifetime of the original purchaser. It doesn't mean that your lifetime's limited to 30 years or something. So you're really only interested in your own life once you've bought a scope. This one, I think you'll get good use and good fun out of it. That's what really counts, isn't it?